So I went to work to a location in central Tokyo yesterday because I had to do some book interviews and so on. And first, we arranged to meet at the FCCJ for the correspondence. I actually don't know what FCCJ stands for. It's actually the gathering place for foreign correspondents and journalists. And anyway, we were supposed to meet at the FCCJ, but FCCJ was actually closed for the weekend. Partly because the mayor governor of Tokyo requested citizens to stay at home unless there was some necessary business meeting, which I did have. So we arranged to meet at the FCCA, but FCCA was closed. So we instead met at a nearby hotel restaurant and did a job. Anyway, in central Tokyo, there were markedly less people than usual. Typically, on a Saturday, which was yesterday was Saturday, right? And thousands of people would be roaming the streets, shopping and meeting with friends, and in general having a good time. But yesterday, there were very few people on the streets in central Tokyo. So Tokyo was in effect under partial lockdown. So there is this growing feeling at last in Japan that the coronavirus outbreak is reaching a next level of urgency. And it will be interesting to consider how the Japanese people would react to such a situation. It has been said that the Japanese people are, in general, obedient, complying with whatever the government says, without the government enforcing a strict rule of conduct. So, if the government said something in a really gentle and sometimes ambiguous ways, the Japanese people would interpret it on their own and sometimes even overreact and do whatever the government has told to a degree not expected by the government itself. So this has happened over many, many years. For example, the passing of the Showa emperor brought a sentiment of self-restraint so that people uh, stayed away from festivities and parties and so on without the government saying a single word about how the people should behave. So some people analyze that with the outbreak of coronavirus, the Japanese people have been doing that. That might actually explain why the coronavirus is not perceived to have a massive outbreak as is happening in other countries. But now the media reports that in Tokyo, the number of new infections is sharply rising. So maybe Japan is entering a new phase, and it'll be, as somebody based in Tokyo, I'm of course concerned, and at the same time, it'll be, you know, very important to monitor the situation and how the Japanese people would behave in this new phase of coronavirus outbreak. I think the Japanese people have now accepted the fact that the Tokyo Olympics is postponed, maybe for a year. And that aspect of uncertainty has been sunk down into the Japanese psyche. So that's okay. But this new phase of, a potential new phase of uh, coronavirus outbreak and the reaction of the society to that situation, specifically a potential lockdown of the metropolitan area, that would be something new in the experience of Japanese people, and it'll be important to monitor what would happen in this new phase. So, as a resident in Tokyo, and as somebody who do not have any travel plans for the foreseeable future because of this situation, I would be, probably reporting on what's happening in Tokyo in the coming days. So let's stay safe and healthy, and let's go through this dark era of human civilization and come out at the other end healthy and bright, and let's enjoy life again then.